Okay, we have this nice covered front stoop and walkway. We enter the home onto real hardwoods and into kind of a main entry hall with a skylight, and go to the left. And this would get us into kind of formal front room, vaulted ceilings. A lot of times, you know, this spill, well, they have their dining room here, so you can say the dining spills into this living room. It's really big. I think it gives you, you know, kind of an option to put a TV zone here, and maybe like they have it with a sitting area. This is a real wood stove. Again, there's vaulted ceilings, a ceiling fan. It is not popcorn on the ceiling, but it is a pretty heavy texture, but it looks good. Again, real hardwood floors throughout. So oak cabinets, MDF or, you know, fake wood on the inside. Counters are laminate. Looks like we have a little bit of a dovetail there. Kind of a semi-soft close, yeah. Got cabinet doors on this side of the bar. And it's a step-up bar, so we have bar height on one side, counter height on the other. Glass cabinets. I'd be kind of tempted to take those out just to open up the line of sight and make the kitchen more of the living area. So nice kitchen layout. Again, kind of surprised it's laminate, but that's all right. It's really pretty. Big bay window. Nice Kohler stainless steel sink. Decent amount of uppers. We've got those glass doors we talked about. And this whole bank here. So I think, you know, this is going to function like a pantry, although not super deep, but lots of storage. Lowers. Okay, so one bedroom off of the living area. This has a twin in it. I think it could easily hold a queen on that back wall there. Built-ins, so no closet doors, but you could certainly reinstall them. The tracks are gone. These would have been rolling doors. I'm guessing they used it more like an office. So this is the header for the stairs that go down. So they come around. This gives the head height. So probably use this as kind of a pantry area. And then the master, based on a panel there, not certain this was always a master, but you know, it's done a good job. Laminate floors in here are, you know, different color than the main space that has those oak floors. Not a super fancy ensuite, but it has a nice vanity, nice lighting. There's your old-fashioned, that might be a heat vent fan. This is a tub shower combo, fiberglass insert, a little linen storage behind. I don't think there's any air conditioning here. It feels quite warm. And, you know, they didn't do a bad job here with the walk-in closet with built-ins. Lots of space. And this is really a big master, lots of wall space. So newer panel change, looks like in 2016. Okay, let's go downstairs. So I just came down the stairs, and these are wood risers into the basement. And, you know, I'm guessing this was an actual basement at one time, unfinished. It's hard to say. We've got The long hallway here, we saw all those windows when we were looking from the outside. There's the deck, that's off of the kitchen area. So this functions like a little family room. This has laminate flooring. It's almost a mirror to what's upstairs, so a full bath here. Older style tile, laminate tops, original cabinets. Kind of interesting how they did the French door here. So it's kind of a narrow passage unless you open the other half of the French door, but of course you kind of run into the cabinet there. Here is walk-in closets. Again, this room really mirrors the upstairs room a lot, really reflects the same style. Down the hallway. So this is going to function more like an office, be, a room that's quite dark. They've got a lot of outlets in here, so I bet they had a home office here at one time. So this is, subterranean, no windows, because the back side of that is the hill. Kind of a narrow hallway here, interesting. The ceiling is low here. I'm assuming there must be something up in a soffit like ventilation, so you can see that soffit running with the vents in it, so it may run through here and then trunk to the rest of the house. So the laundry room, they have it stacked, but there's plenty of room here to have it side by side. Tile flooring in here. Then we have a room they're using as a playroom. Has the laminate flooring, French doors into another little room. So no closets in either of these, so they don't count as bedrooms. They can be used as anything you want. Lots and lots of storage. So have a fancy water heater. It's quite possible that they intended to put a deep sink in here at some point. Maybe this was going to be a little kitchenette. Maybe they planned like a generational living situation. And then we have another bath here. And this is also tile flooring. And there's actually 2 vanities. So, interesting layout. It's one of those houses that makes you think that, they didn't have a cohesive plan. They kind of put things together along the way. It's not bad. It works well. Every now and again you see houses that don't have a cohesive plan and they don't work well. This one works pretty well. It's unique, but it's super functional. I did want to point out that you can't go from inside the house to the garage. So the back side of the house, there's a door into the garage. And there is a deep sink in there. I feel like you could put a door in this zone, depending on the elevation though, because we have an elevation change. So possibly the ceiling height wouldn't be big enough for that. But anyways, park in the garage if you want to come out this door, walk in that door, or park in the garage, walk out the garage, go in the front door. Gate here. Again, I mentioned composite decking earlier. It's a really, really pretty place. Main floor master is great. Has a couple of funky things, but I don't think they're the type that are deal breakers. So I like it. All right, I'm here on Vanishing Way, and I'm a little early for my appointment, so there may be some other vehicles coming in. So it's gated at the top. It does look like it would be remote control access. Kind of sit in this little valley. The homeowner has a really pretty water feature here. Gazebo could use some love. They've fenced in a little garden area, and I'm sure that's to keep the deer out. And there's another water feature over here, and I don't know if that actually runs normally or if it's just like a pond. We have a single-story house with a carport, and then the garage sits beyond the carport. And pretty elaborate pond here, being that it has water lilies and all that. Probably you could have koi. They haven't done much with their garden, but it looks like you could have a pretty nice garden here. And I would imagine this is a really good sunny morning garden. So you've got the sun to the west there, so house faces north. Extra parking pad right here. It's possible that they use this for RV parking. The roof looks in really decent shape. I wouldn't consider it a new roof, and I don't recall the age of the house, but it looks in good shape, well managed, well maintained. Big apple tree here. So possibly they parked something here, but it also looks like they may run it down the back, and it's possible that's just like a riding lawnmower. But you could definitely drive back this way. Looks like they have a dog kennel back here. Nice big flat space. Be interesting to look at the septic design, but my guess would be you have your septic system and the drain field, so wouldn't want to plant anything. Pretty decent sized gully here. You probably have a seasonal stream that runs through there. Lots of blackberries around. The way the property is situated, I really don't think anybody's ever going to build right next to you or down there, because that would all be below you. So nice deck. Looks like we have composite decking on the deck, pressure treated lumber supporting the system, and likely it's ready for a little bit of stain, but looks in good shape otherwise. Other interesting little feature here, it looks like they have their rainwater come down, go in here, and then go into these drains. So looks like they do quite a bit with rainwater and their ponds. Somebody is here. I'm early. I'm like 15 minutes early, so no big deal. Really, really pretty spot though. Okay, other side of the house. Looks like they're just using a little garden storage here. Missing a downspout right there, but that probably needs, they may have it sloped so it all goes to the one on the other end. Under lighting in the carport, so that's nice.